Hey everybody, how's it going? I got a really cool video today. Not a long one, but a pretty cool one. So I'll give you guys the short story. So, as a lot of you know, my wedding's coming up, and with everything going on, there's a lot of people that couldn't make it, but we're still having it. Still quite a few people coming. So I had invited one of my really good close friends. He's a locomotive mechanic back where I used to live, and he works at a pretty big shop out there. And I was really hoping he was going to be able to make it. Couldn't make it, so he sent probably the coolest, most awesome wedding gift any guy could ever have. Not really for the women on this one, but really cool gift. You guys are gonna love this. Bam! Two fresh off the locomotive K5 HLs. And as you guys can see, we have a early K5 HL and a nice raised letter K5 HL. I told him a really long time ago to kind of keep his eye out for an early one. I've been looking for another early K5 HL for quite a while now. And then that one was, both of them were unexpected, but that one was really unexpected. So yeah, he literally was able to. They do have broken diaphragms. That's why they came off in the first place. But he was able to box them up right away and ship them right to me. You guys can see they're still all nice and sooty, like fresh off of the locomotives, guys. Like, how cool is that? That's why it pays to know locomotive mechanics, because they'll hook you up with some really cool stuff like this. So yeah, that was crazy surprise. Was not even remotely thinking I was gonna get anything horn related for the wedding. So yeah, guys, we got two awesome additions to the collection, especially to the K5HL collection. Since you guys know, I only got a little handful sitting right there. But yeah, these ones are really cool, especially this one, because it's completely untampered with. It does not have the secondary horn certified, the sound level certification tag on it like some of these do. It does not have a replaced two-piece 1L with a raised letter 1L. That's how this one over here was when I originally got it. The this BNSF one here, that had both tags on it. It was shopped, recertified for sound, and they had put a raised letter 1L on it. Some of you might remember me talking about this in the videos I've done of this horn in the past, and so I was able to get it back to its original condition. So even though this one is original condition, it's not all original bells. The 1L, two-piece 1L is the only non-original bell to that, but now we have this one over here that is 100% original. All non-raised letter bells. Nothing has been replaced. Nothing has been tampered with since they put this on the locomotive back in 2000. I think this horn came off of a, I'd have to look back at the numbers. He gave me the locomotive numbers for him. I can't, my memory is terrible, guys, and I am sorry about that, or I'd give them to you. But the locomotive that this came off of, I think, was built around 2006, 2007. So this is like right at the end of the early K5HL. So super cool. Everything is in awesome condition. It does have a broken diaphragm in the 3-bell that we'll work on. As far as the number, it's extremely painted over and you cannot see the number. I am going to try and see if I can get the number off the tag without ruining the tag too much, just so I can kind of figure out what time frame this was. I know it's later in the builds of these, but it's still early K5HL. The two-piece 1L is in awesome condition. Everything on this horn is in awesome condition. He really took some time to take them off and preserve both of these for me. So we'll come over to the raised letter one. Really awesome. Still has all that good old soot on it. And the thing about this one is just really cool, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the camera around where you guys can see it very well. So there's the number 109854. Now, you're probably asking, why do I think that's cool? So remember that number, 109854. So let's take a little trip over here to my CSX one. And you guys will see that number, 109851. How crazy is that, guys? Those two horns are 3 numbers apart. That to me is mind-blowing. I know some of you might not find that cool, but I find that like crazy, especially with those being from 2 completely different railroads. Just to clarify, both of those are from BNSF, and all you know, Big Blue's from CSX. So to have horns that are completely different railroads, probably about 3 years, 3 maybe 4, that's probably about 3 years in between me getting that one, and they're 3 numbers apart. That's crazy cool. So that was so awesome when I seen that. So yeah, that's really cool to have 2 different horns from the same horn, 2 different railroads, way 2 different time periods for me getting them, and have them be literally 3 numbers off, guys. How cool is that? So plans for these. My plans. This one, I'm not going to do a whole lot with it. We're going to clean it up, replace the broken diaphragm, make sure there's no other broken diaphragms in it. We'll clean it up. I am going to do my best to preserve, even though it's not super historical paint, it's just BNSF black, shiny black, nothing too fancy. I am going to do my best to preserve it, because you guys can see there's some nice shiny paint underneath that black. So we'll try and wipe a lot of that soot down, get a lot of that off without damaging the paint, and basically just going to keep her as is. That's such a solid piece, a really rare thing to find nowadays, just something that's been out there for that long. Super awesome. I've thanked him like a million times for both of these, but especially for this one, because how cool is that? Completely untampered with that whole time it was on the locomotive, never went through shop, never got replaced until finally my buddy got to it and was able to acquire it for me. So the best message that I could tell you guys is make railroad friends. And if you're not in the railroad, do your best to make railroad friends. If you are in the railroad, you probably already have shop buddies and stuff like that can hook you up with really cool pieces like this. Super blessed and fortunate. Like I said, I thanked him a million times, because this is just, how cool is that to get 2 K5HLs as a wedding gift of all things. That's just crazy cool. So yeah, that's planned for that one. I have something really cool coming for this one. I'm not going to say anything yet. I got a couple things that's going to be going back and forth here. So this one we're going to save for, as far as the detailing on it goes, we're going to save that for another day. But yeah, everybody, just figured I'd give you an update on my two new additions to the collection. 2 beautiful K5HLs, beefy horns. Once I get working on these, I'll write those numbers down so that way I can tell you guys exactly what locomotives these came off of. Like I said, my memory is really bad and I can't remember, but he sent it to me in the card that he sent along with these, so he got some pretty cool pictures and stuff. So yeah, so really awesome stuff. Don't know when I'm gonna get around to working on these with my wedding coming up. I don't even know how many more videos I'm gonna do in the next few weeks, because my wedding is coming up like this month really soon. So you guys probably won't see any more videos on these till next month sometime when I start cleaning these up. I'll try and do a I'll try and do a pretty good in-depth video on these as I'm doing them. Just that way everybody can kind of see my cleaning process again. We'll see how well we can preserve the paint on both of them. I do not intend on repainting them. They are, railroad original colors, so I really want to, even though it's black, nothing fancy, but it's still BNSF black, so we'll try and preserve that as best as possible. So yeah, everybody, hope you enjoyed the video. I know nothing too crazy going on, but that's exciting. Like, that is the craziest thing I've ever got in the mail and not known about it. That's not, if you buy a horn off eBay or if you buy it from somebody else in the hobby, you know what's coming. I did not know either of these were coming. I honestly should have done a reaction video to my face before I opened up the boxes, but yeah, guys, I was freaking out. I called him right away and thanked him like 100 times. So yeah, thanks to my friend, able to really greatly grow not just my overall collection, but my K5HL collection. So super cool stuff. Like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, till next time, everybody, take care.